Hello, welcome to the Wellness Wake Up. These gentle exercises are intended to increase your circulation, improve your range of motion, and help you move more easily throughout your day. Let's get started by ensuring that you have a nice sturdy chair to exercise from. We're going to begin by bringing our hips and back away from the backrest so that you're sitting forward slightly in the chair with feet comfortably apart. We're going to begin our movements by using our larger joints in the shoulder and the hip area. So let's start with the shoulders. Arms are relaxed by the side, sitting tall in your seat. Gently raise your arms just to shoulder height and then allow them to float back down. And we'll repeat that 3 more times. We'll be performing about 4 repetitions or so of each exercise and repeating some of them. And once more, shoulder high and lower. Now taking one hand, cross your body and touch the opposite shoulder. Notice the stretch in the shoulder. And repeat with the other side. Cross the midline of the body, reaching for the shoulder. And once more. Next, we'll bend both elbows, close the hand to a fist, and then allow the arm to straighten and open the fingers wide. And again. It's not important to do this quickly. Take your time so that you can enjoy the movement and gradually warm up the muscles and soft tissue. Now I'm going to bring the hands up and hold them shoulder high. Then reach forward, opening the palms, and squeeze the shoulder blades together as I pull back. And once again, pushing forward and drawing back those shoulders. Each movement will get a little bit easy and more comfortable to perform. We're going to pause here and then dropping one arm by the side from the shoulder, reaching up, coming back to the shoulder, bending the elbow, and releasing. And then the opposite arm, bending at the elbow first, reaching, bending, and lowering. And we're only reaching to the extent that feels comfortable for your body. Remember, this is your personal workout. Next, we'll bend both elbows and then raise the elbows up, keeping them bent. You're going to feel a little tug along the sides of the body and come back down. And repeat, lifting up. And twice more. Gentle lift, feel the stretch, lift a little bit taller in your seat. Now on this next lift, I'm going to lift and circle the elbows back. So here we go, lift, open, and circle back and around. Nice and smooth. Twice more. Coming forward first, opening the chest, squeezing back, and one last time, and back. And then relax the arms down. So the shoulders should feel a little bit warmer and looser. We're going to move to the hip joints next. Begin by reaching underneath one thigh. Use your hands and scoop that thigh up. Hold a few seconds and release. And we'll try the other side. Reach underneath. Give a little lift. Feel the hip and lower. Once more on each side. And again, just lifting that thigh to the height that is going to suit your body. Now on the next lift, I'm going to hold and move my thigh in a circular motion. So I'm starting to loosen up that hip joint. And then return that leg to the floor, come underneath the other thigh, lift up, and just allow that leg to relax in your hands so you can guide that motion. And return that foot to the floor. Let your palms rest on your thighs. Picking up my right foot so that my toes are off the floor and I'm sitting on my heel. Then I'm going to pivot, open, and come back forward. So it's just turning out from that hip, just slightly. And once more. And then return that foot flat to the floor. Pull up the toes of the left foot, and then pivoting on the left foot, turn open. So what we're doing is opening up from the hip. One more time, pivot open, and come back in and relax the foot down. Next, we're going to pick up the foot and swing open from the hip and plant the foot to the side. Then lift and return back to the center. So this would be like getting in or out of a car. And twice more. And you'll notice when I put my foot down, my foot is directly underneath my knee. Now let's move to the opposite side. Raise the foot, swing the hip open, plant the foot firmly. And you want to feel for that foot to make nice contact with the floor with each step. Notice the sensation. And one more time, opening from the hip and closing from the hip. Now we're going to bring that knee up slightly in front of us and just extend and bend out of that knee joint. So we're loosening the muscle that runs behind the knee. And we'll move to the opposite side, lift up, just high enough that you can hold the foot from the floor and swing that movement right out from that knee joint. And bring that foot back to the floor again. Next, we're going to travel up to our core and work through the midsection of the body. So we begin by sitting all the way back in your chair, so you feel like you're slouching back a bit. From this point, pull those abdominal muscles in and lift your trunk up nice and tall. From here, we're going to hinge from the hip, coming forward a little, keeping a nice straight back, and then come back up tall. We're going to rock back again, but we do so by pulling in the abdomen and tucking our way back, and then use those very same muscles to lift up, strengthen the middle of the body, hinge from the hips forward, and come back up tall. And we'll do this twice more, so now we're warming up the large muscles in the center of our body. Hinging forward, coming back up, and one last time. Feel the pull through here, and hinge. Next, we stay seated tall, and we're simply going to shift our weight side to side. Let's start by moving the feet slightly further apart, and then start to shift the weight into one hip and then the other hip. It's a movement that's very much like walking. When we walk, we shift weight from side to side. So here we just want to get that sensation of emptying and filling with our body weight. Once more on each side. And we return to the center. I'll grasp my elbows and we're going to rotate our trunk. So pulling the abdominals in, sitting tall, give a little turn, come back through the center, and then go to the opposite side. And as we're turning, we're just going to the point that feels comfortable, keeping in mind that each repetition you perform will make it easier to do the next. Moving again, and the last time. Now we're going to change from a rotational move to a lateral move, side to side. So allow your arms to drop, but maintain that tall posture as you tip your body from one side. Come back up and correct your posture tall, and then tip to the opposite side. This time I'm keeping my hips planted in the seat and my feet firmly pressed to the floor. Just letting this movement occur from the waistline. Shall we go one more time on each side? And then return back to the center position. Let the arms come back forward over the knees. I'm going to slide my hands from my knees back towards my hips. And you'll notice that I lift the heart up a little bit higher there. Then slide the hands toward the knees, gently round the back slightly. Slide the hands back to the hips, and then slide back out to the knees. So once more, we're using those muscles in the midsection, but also around the shoulders. And one last time, stop and enjoy the stretch at each point, and pull back. I'm going to clasp the hands together, separate the legs just a little bit further, and drop the hands between the knees. Now picking up the hands, bending the elbows, tap the shoulder as if you were picking a baseball bat up to your shoulder. Return between the knees, then tap the other side. So we're promoting that rotation in the trunk, and we're crossing the midline of the body. If you can turn your head with comfort, try turning your head. Find a focal point on each side of your room. One more time in each direction. And return back to the center. Let the hands come back to the knees, and we're going to move those legs in a little bit closer. Extend that right heel forward, tap the floor with the heel. Then put the ball of the foot on the floor and pull your shoe back on your rug. You're going to feel a little bit of tightening in the back of that thigh. Bring the heel out first, and then the ball of the foot, and then pull back on the rug. So we're getting good range of motion for the hip, the knee, and the ankle joint. And we'll try that once more. So extending the leg, touch the heel to the floor, then push through to touch the ball of the foot, press down lightly, and pull back. Next, we just bring the heel forward, hold it there. Both hands are on the bent leg. We're going to tip forward, maintaining a nice straight back. Feel the stretch in that very muscle that you just strengthened. And then press back up and return that leg. Now with the opposite leg, reaching forward, extending, touch the heel first, then touch the ball of the foot. Make a little pressure on the floor with your foot and pull back. Once again, heel first, ball of the foot, and we pull back. Once again, touch the heel and then push through with that foot. Think about that movement from the ankle and how important that is to standing and walking. Heel first, ball of the foot, and pull. Now we'll extend, rest the heel on the floor, lift the spine tall, hinging forward. We're getting that nice stretch in the back of the leg once more. And then coming back up to tall posture and returning that foot. Now let's step the right leg out to the side, and you'll notice that it may seem that I'm opposite of you, but what I'm doing is calling my right my left and my left my right. To make it a little easier, you can just mirror my movements. And then starting with the left leg, we take a nice open stance, followed by the right, moving the left foot back in and the right foot. Now we'll start with the right side. So we're challenging our brain here a little bit, waking it up as well. And then one more time, starting with the left leg, followed by the right. Hold it right here in this very position. Taking both hands, we're going to reach up to the corner, pull as if pulling a rope down and across your body by the opposite knee. So we're going to turn, reach and grab, pull, down and across. And again, reach and pull, And one more time in this direction, reach and pull. Now bring your arms in between your knees. We're going to go from inside to outside. When I come inside, I'm going to turn the backs of the hands in. And when I come outside the knees, I'm going to turn the palms out. Once again, turn in and out. And one last time, in and out. Now both arms reach up to the opposite corner. Pull that rope down and across your body. And again, reach up and across. Pull down and across. And twice more. You'll feel this all through your midsection and upper body. And a pull. Come back to the center, outside the knees and inside. And once again, out and in. And twice more. Think of putting your arm in a coat sleeve. Come back in. Last time, outward, inward. And then hands return right back onto the lap. And we're going to step those feet all the way back in and together. Arms drop by the side. I'm going to bring the palms up in front. Bend the elbows, tap the shoulders, and then lift the elbows a little bit higher. Elbows come forward, arms reach out, and lower. And we're just doing 3 more of those. Twice more now. Lift with the palms up, tap the shoulders, lift the elbows, reaching forward, and one last time, palms up, tap the shoulders, lift the elbows, reach forward and down. Turn your palms back, hinge forward slightly, and then press the palms back behind you like airplane wings. Hold a few seconds, and then relax. And we'll do that one more time. So hinge forward, press back like airplane wings, holding for a few seconds. And then release and come all the way back up. I'm going to reach under that right leg, and to get us finished up here and ready to go out and enjoy our day, we're going to circle the ankle, reverse the direction, point and flex the foot, and wiggle the toes inside of your shoe. And then lower that foot to the floor. Reaching under the opposite leg, lift it up, circle from the ankle joint, reverse the circles, wiggle, point and flex the foot, and finally wiggle the toes inside the shoe and lower that foot to the floor. Bringing the hands forward, I'm going to touch the first finger of each hand to the thumb. Spread wide, go to the middle finger, open, ring finger, and finally the pinky finger and open. Stack all the fingers and thumb together, fan them wide apart, stack together, and fan. Now starting all over again, first finger, open, middle, ring, finally pinky finger, open, stack the fingers together, stretch open, and one more time, stack and stretch. Allow those arms to drop down, and your right ear drops towards your right shoulder. That left arm hangs heavy. Feel the stretch. Return your head to neutral, and then bringing that left ear toward the shoulder. Feel the stretch on the right side. Coming back to neutral again. Taking a deep breath in, lift the shoulders. Exhale, relax. And once more. And exhale. Thank you for joining me. I do appreciate and honor your commitment to exercising, and I'll look forward to visiting with you again. Have a great day, stay hydrated, stay healthy.